Sheep milk is as rare as hen's teeth, especially in Australia. While overseas in Europe there's over 1,000 sheep dairies that have been going for thousands of years. In Australia there's only few, and so we'd like to think that we're dealing with a product that is so rare and special. It's about 1% of the whole of Australia's milk production is sheep milk. So we have a really rare product that we love. It's a beautiful product to work with and produce magnificent products with. So with our sheep milk we make cheeses and yogurts. The yogurts, we have a natural yogurt and also a honey yogurt that features the famous Ligurian bee honey from Kangaroo Island. It's not a sweet yogurt, but it just gives it that beautiful flavour of the taste of Kangaroo Island, as I like to call our honey. So the beauty of sheep's milk is it just naturally makes fantastic cheeses and yogurts without all the additives and preservatives that you sometimes get. Yogurt, which we're making today, is a classic example. We've got 400 litres of milk here. We've pre-soaked just 10 grams of starter culture, and we're just going to pour that in. That's going to get poured into the tubs, into the heat room for about 4 or 5 hours, chill down, and that's it. Sheep's milk, a little bit of starter culture makes beautiful, creamy, natural yogurt. Cheese products, we have a beautiful cheese called Ravine de Casors, which is a halloumi cheese, magnificent pan-fried, barbecued, even cooked in a sandwich press. It comes up beautifully. So I have a La Casuarina, which is a feta style cheese. Sheep milk has a beautiful back flavour and in a cheese like feta, which tends to not have a lot of flavour, a sheep milk feta has a beautiful depth of flavour and then very light on salt. We want to actually highlight the flavour of the cheese rather than necessarily the salt.
Highland Pure kind of really fits my ethos for food. Animals that are really well looked after, really well cared for, make for a much better product than mass-produced stock that people don't have enough time to look after, and you can't make good cheese out of bad milk. So the fact that we look after our animals really well and make sure our milk's nice and clean makes for easier work for me. So that's what my fresh feta looks like. So now it'll go into a brine, 24 hours, and then into the ripening room for 4 weeks, and then ready from that point for sale.
Then we have a Manchego, so our Cassini cheese is a beautiful Manchego, very buttery cheese, not slightly drier texture, crumbly, beautiful by itself on as a table cheese, or magnificent grilled through risottos or shaved over pastas. So our Ducuti is a Cefalotiri style cheese, so it's similar in a way to a feta. It's actually got 50% of the same starter culture as feta, but a far more developed cheese, smoother, creamier cheese than you'd recognise in a feta. Fantastic in beautiful Greek style pastry, spanakopita, which is a spinach and cheese pastry. On the top of your moussaka, I know beautiful moussakas, well you add our Ducuti to it and it absolutely makes it stand out. We make a beautiful labna, which is actually a strained yogurt, but it almost tastes more like a cheese. Very similar to a creme fraiche or a cream cheese. It's got a beautiful creamy texture, and sheep milk yogurt makes just one of the most magnificent labnas you'll come across.
Labna is my dare product. I was dared to make this. This is made by draining beautiful, rich, creamy yogurt, and we use it for a cream. You can cook with it, make dips, Very diverse, very rich and creamy and beautiful.
Our up-and-coming flagship cheese is the Signet. It's named after this beautiful area where we are here, which is the Signet River on Kangaroo Island. This used to be the food bowl of the island, and this cheese celebrates the terroir, or the soil for where we are today. It's a traditional Manchego style cheese, so it's air dried for about 6 to 8 months and creates a beautiful, intense, buttery, creamy cheese with really, really strong flavours. To me, it just screams out quince paste and a good bottle of red in front of a fire. I cryovac them for a couple of months just to allow a few flavours to grow inside them, and then I'll take them out of their cryovac bags and let them air dry. And as they air dry, the flavours will become more intense and the texture will become drier and drier. Every year we get about 20 to 30,000 visitors come through the dairy, and every year we get a wonderful array of famous and not so famous chefs and restaurateurs who are just in love with our product and want to come back to see where it's all produced. Maggie Beer and Simon Bryant come through each year on a tour. They bring people here to actually show them where that wonderful produce comes from. Our halloumi, fetas and yogurt are used by famous restaurants all over Australia. Southern Ocean Lodge on Kangaroo Island is one of our best customers on the island, showcasing our wonderful yogurts and cheeses to their international customers. So finding sheep milk products around Australia is really difficult at times. There's limited dairies with limited outlets. We're trying to rectify that. We've just started selling all our products online, so you can simply go to our website, go to our online sales page, choose the products you want to buy, and we'll get them to you within a couple of days through the post.